quite happen?
Well, I think there's a lot that goes with it. There certainly were plays that were designed to push the ball down the field, but coverage dictated that we had to either check the ball down or the second part of the route or whatever it might be. So we're always going to look to create explosive plays, but we also have to take what the defense gives us and be willing to do that. I think just across the country, you're seeing a lot of defenses, with the number of plays going down, keep it in front, make them, drive the entire field, not give up explosive plays. I listened to Coach Fish's press conference, and it was like, we're just going to keep it in front and make them work the ball all the way down the field. I thought they had a good game plan. But we also had 16 plays over 10 yards, which is good. And if we're finishing off the drives, and we're really efficient, that's what matters the most. Which is a contrast to maybe where it was a few years ago when the clock stopped after first downs, when we were working more off a no huddle. The game was a little bit different, and you were seeing more plays and more points. But ultimately, it's about efficiency and winning the game. So it's all cyclical, but we're always looking to be explosive, as you know. I see what you guys see, and I think that's somebody who's building confidence every time he's out there, building confidence around the guys that are around him, his teammates. And so we're going to keep doing that. He knows the number one goal is to win the game, and that was the goal in the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. And it'll be the same thing this week. But he's, like you said, the more and more things that we're going to put on his plate and ask him to do will increase. But he's taking care of the football, which is the most important thing, and winning games, and that's what we have to make sure we focus on here. All that being said, I do think that he's getting more and more comfortable in the offense, understands how we want to attack teams, and I think you're seeing that in his play. So great opportunity here on Saturday to keep building on it. Well, it's funny when you have different people come watch you practice. Greg Madison came out to practice today, which was great to see him, and just different people come. Coach Tressel was here yesterday. And just different people watch, and people who have been around football, you just ask their opinion. And this goes back to spring in August and then now, and just get a lot of feedback. You guys, you have a good team, but you're a lot different than you were last year. Just different. And when you ask me, what do you see? And I think I've said this for a while, it's an edgy group. They're competitive. They go after it every day. And there was a point in the spring where we had to stop practice and just we had to run 53s because there were fights breaking out in practice. And that's not a good thing for discipline, but it did show that these guys, they're edgy and they like to compete, and that's something that we want to have as an identity. And I think you're seeing that with this group. Now we have to understand that we can't have penalties and we have to be disciplined, but these guys are going to back down to nobody. And they like playing. And they got an edge and chip on their shoulder, and that's the way we have to be. I think it's important. And I believe this, and I share this with the guys every day. The most desperate and hungry team is going to win every Saturday. And we have to make sure that we wake up every day in that same mentality, and that's when you win games, week after week. Sometimes that's not easy to do. So it's my job, and it's our job as coaches, and it's the job of the leaders here to make sure we wake up with a bad attitude every day, and that we're showing up with an edge. And it's okay if you piss somebody off once in a while, because that's how you have to play this game. This game is not played any other way, and that's the way we have to practice. And if we're practicing that way, we're going to play that way.
And I would think it could be hard for the defending national champs to be the most desperate, hungry team.
It's a mindset. We're trying to prove every day, somebody right and somebody wrong, and that has to be the way we show up every day. And if you emphasize that, you're going to get it if guys believe in it. I think our guys do. Well, I think one of the things that's important as a head coach is you give position coaches, the responsibility to make decisions on personnel, but then they have to stand by them. And it's my job to make sure I'm challenging constantly who's in the game, if we're making the right decisions, if we believe in the scheme. And typically if somebody sort of backs down, then I know that they don't believe in it. If somebody pounds the table and says, no, I believe in this, that's what I want to hear as a head coach. Somebody that believes in what they're doing and has conviction. And Tyler Bowen had conviction that Austin would be our best left tackle. And then over time, just like anything, Austin built trust in the coaching staff and his teammates that he was doing his job every play. And when you don't notice somebody, that means they're doing their job in the offensive line. And Austin is a captain. Austin's an Iron Buckeye. And he earned the respect of the team in the offseason, and he's earned the respect of his team now on the field with his play.
older kid, getting to play this. It's part of my job and obviously school and stuff like that. But it's been great and it's a lot of fun. Just go out there and just play freely and loose and just have fun doing it.
I guess in that same vein, how much fun did you have kind of dominating around the scrimmage? So did you guys get at times on Saturday?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. You know, just being able to set the tone and stuff like that from the jump, and you know, that's what we got to do week in, week out. You know, that's got to be our identity.
Take me through like the fine line of just destroying your man to the whistle, but not getting a penalty. Because you can walk that fine line, right?
Play through the whistle.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a whistle.
No,
I usually don't hear a whistle, so it's good that he didn't call a flag. But you know, we do that a lot. You know, we're 4 to 6 A to B +2 here. You know, we gotta find that edge, and we gotta just continue to drive people and put them in the dirt. And you know, that's like a touchdown as an offensive lineman. So you feel good when you do that, when you got your guy on the ground like that.
Yeah, it sends a message, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the pancake was invented here by Orlando.
100%. Yeah. And you know, there's more to come from that. So it's been a lot of fun. Like the group's been great. We're super close and as a unit, and obviously as an offense, as a team. So you know, it's a lot of fun, and it makes your job easier when you're playing around guys like Carson and Tegra and Austin and Phillip and guys like that. You know, like it makes it a lot easier.
Obviously, when you like really just like study the defense, you're not really gonna get confused. You just know it's fun. You know, just being in one coverage and popping out, looking like something else. So it's cool. You know, I feel like I played well. It was my first real test with like a real smaller, like they said, Kyler Murray type of quarterback. So I feel like we handled it well as a team, and you know, I did my job in that.
You mentioned about being last week, right? I mean, he just wants to stand in the pocket. How much of a big switcheroo is it for the defense to get ready for a guy like this?
It's not
6'5", big dude.
It's not much of a difference. You know, we just you know, regardless of who we play, it's just all about us. You know, play our game. No matter if he's in the pocket, running, we're going to be prepared for everything, and we're just going to play ball.
What stands out about their offense from your vantage point, Minnesota?
Yeah, the quarterback. Obviously, we haven't really played like a pocket passer.
Right.
You know, he's a really good quarterback. He's in the pocket, he's able to get the ball at different spots. So you know, just got to work every day, just get prepared for that.
Hey, what is it like to be?
That he does well, that's going to present a challenge.
You know, we're going to be prepared for everything, but you know, just being able to stand in the pocket and you know, what I mean, deliver the balls that he is able to make, and I feel like he's going to be a good challenge for us, but you know, we're going to be ready.
I feel great. It's a great feeling. I've been waiting to get on the field and be able to showcase what I could do for real.
Coach Day was saying yesterday, you're earning more playing time for special teams. How good does that feel?
It feels great. They've been preaching like Coach Day. He's big on special teams and just doing the right thing. I feel like that's how our culture is. Like he feel like every play matters, and I took that to the game and was like, if I get a chance to make a play, I'm gonna make it.
Coach Day said you've been 13 times in a row. You've been the first guy down there and pick up coverage. Like, what goes into that? Is that just speed? Is it effort? Like, what?
I feel like really just showing them that I'm ready. Like I'm here. Like I'm doing whatever I can. I'm trying to be the first one down. I'm trying to make every tackle. Like this coming week, I'm trying to be the first one down again. I'm gonna try to make the tackle again. Just keep going. I feel like just like all the guys, bring energy, get the crowd on their feet. Just really put the crowd on their feet and, you know, turn the shoe up every chance I can. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I was like that in high school. Like I was one of the like more vocal guys on our team, and like we had a good team. So like somebody had to lead, and I feel like I was that person. And like just seeing the other guys, they all got energy. So I'm trying to bring it just like them.
And how much is that energy? It seems like all of you guys in that corner room have that. How much is that? Is that like a motto? Is that like a feel like we have to bring this energy?
Yeah, definitely. Just like BIA or like our slogan. Like, I feel like that's definitely like our motto. Like coaches, they're looking for you to bring effort, and if we just play, they tell you to play fast. Like if you make a mistake, as long as you play fast, they could bear with that. Going into the season is really just putting on more weight and staying consistent and really that for real. Just he said like just staying patient and just keep doing the little things that they tell me to do, but really my weight and just keep going for real. That was good.
How much better do you feel like you are right now than maybe you were this time a year ago?
Oh, way better. I feel like last year, like with our defense, like I was thinking like slow, like I wasn't like really like the playbook wise. I would say the playbook was like way harder, and like mentally like it was just harder, and I wasn't moving as fast as I wanted to. And this year, I feel like I'm playing like full speed.
When did you feel that click for you, that you felt like you knew the whole playbook?
Well, actually we got hold on, I don't want to say too much, but when we got our new DC, I feel like it was like it started clicking more. I got to spend more time with him, and I was able to like just gain more time with Coach Patricia. Like he's like a real player type guy. So like whenever I needed help, I could just go in there, talk to him, and we had a good role. So I feel like he's made it way more easier for me.
Seems like everybody says that about Coach Patricia. What are the things he does that makes it like so easy for players to play in this defense?
I feel like he's a player's coach first. Like he gonna make sure you good. Like if you're not doing what you need to do on the field, and he let you going through something, he gonna make sure like he gonna look after you. I feel like there'll be times I'm down, he gonna come and check on me, let me know like you good, like just keep going. And he gonna like whenever, like he say all the time, like you come in and talk to me, like it's open space with him, and I feel like that's why everybody like him a lot, because we all know we can come to him if you got any questions or anything.
Like I said, it goes back to my preparation. You know, before the fall camp, we was talking, me and Coach Jay was talking about what do I need to improve on to help the team out in a better way. And that most importantly thing was film study, you know, understanding what the opponents like to do, what they like to run, if they in certain formations, what they like to do at those formations, you know, just get a better feel of the game for myself.
Tywone, did you have at any moment in preseason or whatever, have a talk with yourself that, you know, now's my time, this is the year I got to step up, et cetera, because everybody was talking about the lack of depth in the defensive tackle room, et cetera, but you're a guy who has delivered some. I mean, what was just those self-conversations like, I guess, going into this year?
So pretty much it was just because we talked about a lot in the D-line room. You know, everybody didn't really have high hopes for us coming out in the season. And, you know, the biggest thing was we all came together and just realizing like we got a standard for the D-line and we got to uphold that. You know, we had a great front four. My apologies. Front four leaving last year, and they left off great with the Nationals. And we knew as young guys that we had to come and do the same thing. So it just pretty much all of us coming together, understanding the one goal, one mission.
What have you enjoyed about playing for him, and what's it been like getting to know him off the field?
You know, Coach P, he a great dude, man. He really cares about his players. He's always asking us how we feeling, how we doing, if we have any questions on certain defenses that he want to do for that particular game and stuff like that. And just pretty much just being consistent with us. You know, if we not having the best days, he's always there checking up on us, making sure we all good. And his coaching techniques, you know, coming from the league, coming here, giving us real good tips about what they would like to see in the next level and how we could bring that in over here. You know, Coach Jay, he was real patient, man. You know, this game's not easy. A lot of time it takes a lot of patience, especially coming from two sports and to just focusing on one. It's not as time consuming, so you can focus more on one thing rather than two things. And just getting with him every day and just figuring out what we got to do to improve and help me be the best player I could be.